Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? Well, we hope everything with you is copacetic. We hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful month. Also, we'd like for you to continue to support us. You know, we're trying to reach that 2,000. Please help us. We're almost there. And with your help, we can get there like we would like to have it by the first of the year.
Yes.
That's what we would like to have, right?
Yes.
Baby Crone, is there anything you'd like to say?
Yes, I would just love to say that as this end of the year is wrapping up, we would just like to wish you guys a happy winter solstice.
Do you want to do it?
Yes,
Let's do it. We wish you a happy winter solstice. We wish you a happy winter solstice. We wish you a happy winter solstice and a whole brand new year. We wish you that. Thank you for supporting us. Mwah. Peace and season's greetings.
Yes.
Sunflowers. Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? Fine, I hope marvelous. Baby Crone has put some a little picture out about our first snow.
Yes.
That I haven't seen it snow like that in a couple of years. I mean, I'm bummed out about it, but also it is beautiful. And it is wonderful watching the four seasons. And because of where we live, Baby Crone show you the pictures.
Yes.
So you really get to see Mother Nature at her finest, you know. And like I said, I always be thinking about moving to the warmer weather. Like I really do. But I love where I live. I just love it. In the spring, it absolutely comes alive. It's like an old neighborhood, like one of them old neighborhood with old trees. We even have trees that's falling down that's old. So, you know, so it's there. It has a personality. And there are times that you can smell a small smell in the air of a musk. Of nothing but flowers. I don't like the smell. It's like a musty smell of flowers. It fills the air.
Intoxicating.
Right. Or you could just go through lavender. Well, anyway, I'm just going on about it. But that's one of the beautiful things about this neighborhood. It is absolutely beautiful.
Yes,
I would say. So, and along with that, extremely quiet. Honestly, I think if you drop the pen, you'll go.
Oh my God, that's
Did anybody hear it? A pen.
Yes. Right? I even quoted that in my video saying the beauty in the silence.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Did you now?
Yes, I did.
Well, so anyway, we were just going on a little tangent, but nevertheless, just sharing about the first winter snow we have, and we haven't had one in Maryland in a while. So we were just hipping away about it and boo-booing about it all at the same time.
It was the temperance of it all.
So nevertheless, I want to keep you up on what I heard about Beyonce. Now, I heard, and I listened to this guy from time to time. What's his name? Because I want to give credit where credit is due.
Trent.
And I listened to him, but he said something that I don't know how old the video is. I don't know. It could be a couple of weeks old. I don't know. But he said something again that I found I didn't know, that Beyonce and Jay-Z are losing followers.
Nobody's talking about
No one's talking about it. Is this on the down low? No one's mentioning it. No, everything seems like it's just going on. But according to him, he said that they are losing them in a great proportion.
Okay.
I couldn't even believe it.
Yeah, honestly, you wouldn't believe it.
Excuse me.
You.
You know I sneeze in too, so.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Okay. So what was I saying? So what were you saying?
Talking about how you wouldn't believe it by the way Beyonce is carrying on in the media about them losing followers.
And like I said, I told you she's showing her baby as such a distraction. She never show her babies. She's showing her baby. She's showing her little girl. She's showing her and her hubby bubby. They just doing it. She's showing, she's talking. I'm like, what the heck is this, Beyonce? Mm-hmm. Now, you know, girl, I follow you. You know, I follow you. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, girl. I'll follow you to the grave, and then I'm like, I'm done. I ain't going in with you. I'm not going in with
Yes.
you.
We'll follow you as close to the edge without
I'll follow you as close to the edge, but I'm not gonna fall over with you. I'm not gonna jump. I'm not gonna jump. I'm a spectator.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So with that being said, I want to know. I guess it made me want to. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Trusty cards. Tell me, is it true? Is it true at large that Bay and Jay are losing clients, or losing not clients but followers?
Mm-hmm.
They're losing followers, people, supporters by the plenty.
Yes.
Is it true? Is it true? Is it true? Boo hoo. All right, I'm ready.
Yep. Last shuffle.
All right.
And done.
All right. So let's see what the cards have to say. Now, what I see here, I see the moon, and I see the moon in Libra. So this is exalted. So this is in an exalted state. Mm-hmm. So I see here that this two of sword is kind of like playing like justice, having to make a decision, having to decide, having to choose. And what are we talking about? We're talking about Beyonce. Are they losing? Are they really losing followers by the grove, according to what this blogger said? And is it true? And here we already see that the moon is in an exalted state, and but it is blindfolded, that it has to make a truth. But I don't think it has to make a truth. I'm thinking that this card is saying it has to accept the truth. In other words, it has to accept the truth. And it also says it needs time to adjust, time to allow it. I've even read in the reading where they needed to go away. This is so overwhelming for the family that it is affecting them, that they need to detangle a little. You understand? I mean, like they need time to think, because according here, I don't know how great it is, but if you feeling bound, and if you blindfolding because you don't want to see it, and then it's like take time out so you can come together with these emotions, it makes me want to know, is it really a loss? Let's find out.
Okay.
From the needing strength. Okay, let's go for the working arm. There it is again, that same feeling of not wanting to accept it, not wanting to deal with it, not going to allow it. We're going to go on like nothing happened. We're going to act like we don't see it. No, we're not losing people. No, it's no. It's no. Let's see what the mindset. That tower moment. No, we are not headed for a fall. No. I don't need strength. I don't. We chilling. We cool. No, I know I don't see because I don't want to see. And yes, it's clouded. There's so much going on in my head. This is what I see. Does that make sense? I know that was so animated.
Oh, no. I mean, there's a majority of the cards so far are major arcana cards.
They are major. Well, we got 1, 2, 3. Oh, my goodness. Let's see what this is. And here, it's like, now, it's like I see the moon in Taurus, right? Is that a positive? Yes, because Venus, right? So, yes, so this is another one. So what I see is, let's just feed them. Let's keep them distracted. Let's show them more about life. Let's just give them this. Let's show them a little bit more emotion. Let's give them a more emotion. Let them see more of the emotional side of things. Allow them to feel and touch. Allow them to see our children and how we interplay. Put black ivory. Put Blue Ivy there before that didn't go right. Let's switch it. So now you put Blue Ivy out there, who poor child, who feels the stress, and she messes up on the show because of the stress.
You're right.
We know she can do it. You know, I mean, come on.
Perform under that pressure.
To perform under that pressure. She's under pressure. Whatever the pressure at home, put that on the back burner. The pressure at the Super Bowl. That some mother probably said everything is riding on this. You know what daddy is. This is live, and you know, people gonna be looking at us all over the world. Come on, she's 12. At least unless she haven't had a birthday.
Let me see. I think she just might have had a birthday.
Because that's a lot for a 13-year-old. You know, and people talking about your size.
Tomorrow, January
7th. Happy birthday. So if we're looking at all of that, we can see it. But the fact is that trouble is a coming. And yes, they are losing. Because that was the question. Yes, they are losing. And yes, they are not looking at it. They're not addressing it. No, they're going to they're putting their children out there. She's putting music out there. She's got something coming on soon on the 14th or whatever. She's put her children. I have never seen Beyonce's children as much as I have seen. I've seen the children. I've seen the little girl. I even seen the little girl drinking a little blue Slurpee or something. I seen a little boy. I heard her talk about. I can't even believe it. Now you know, people. Look, you know when it's snowing. I'm looking right at it, and I think this is all a distraction to say we are not losing people. Come on, y'all. Look at she putting her children out there. Deal with the humanity. Whether she really knows she's doing it or not, she's doing it.
That's true.
Like for me, for the Super Bowl, I may have probably not used Blue Ivy because of what's going on with her father. But if I want a distraction, and if I put Blue Ivy out there, then therefore y'all won't be looking at me to judge me, because you're going to feel sorry for me. Da 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 da. Remember that. See, if I keep that before you know, I'm keeping. And now I got Jay-Z. People thought that he didn't show up, but he was back there with the kids, and they showed that they getting you. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. All I'm saying is, look, just know when it's snow. And all I'm saying is, if I was them, I'd be doing the same thing. I would do anything I could to stop them from arresting my baby. Whatever. Definitely. From breaking up my home. I believe in my baby, and ain't nothing you could do about it. So it's like, yes. So what we got to do to keep you distracted? What we got to do? Whatever I got to do, I'm going to do. And no, I'm not going to look at the negatives. I'm not going to look at people are losing interest, because at the still stand that people that have business are still willing to work with us. So I'm not going to look at a lot of people leaving. But what I do see is with them is people don't really like you talking about them, but they're more apt to not say something. You understand what I'm saying? Once upon a time, you talk about Beyonce, you get your head bit off.
Yeah.
It's still like that if you don't go overboard.
Yes, if you don't go overboard.
Right. You can walk a line and they will say something, but they tender. So you can see, I noticed that there is a
switch.
They're not so to bang you in your head. No, it's definitely not like that anymore. Would you agree?
Yeah,
at least from where I'm coming from. I don't know about for you, but I've been noticing that. And if you talk to people and say this is where I'm coming from, once upon a time you wouldn't be able to say nothing about Beyonce and not get chewed up. That is slowly changing. Yes. So if that's any indication that she could be losing people, then but they quiet about it. But they're doing everything they can to keep us occupied. And you know for a fact Beyonce ain't used her babies like that. They all everywhere posted.
Yes, they are.
Is it me?
No.
You have anything you want to say?
Honestly, Beyonce is quite interesting with her marketing tactics, because like you said, maybe she might not even realize that she is doing it.
But I'm sure everything they do is ching ching, ching ching, no mistake. But it's just the deterrent to just keep. If you're looking at my daughter, you won't talk about me.
Right.
I'm gonna give you the best performance, and that she does.
Yep, she did.
And if you love country music, well, you was in country music heaven, according to the great Beyonce.
Yeah.
Not her, but all those who watch that show.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, if you love country, and speaking of country, I heard somewhere that it wasn't that she was snubbed, but it was more because she did this one. This is how I'm taking it. It wasn't that she was snubbed. It's just that by and large, she's not a country singer. So they're trying to preserve country. This is what I heard. So they're trying to preserve the country music so it don't get tainted. And if they bring her in, then she just not going to sing that country hold'em. Those they want her to stick to the country, right? I understand that. So if we're trying to keep all that other stuff out and keep it pure country.
Yes.
And I wish that we do that with hip hop.
That is true.
Or R&B. And I guess they said, we see what happened, so we're trying to preserve it. So if we let Beyonce in, we know she's pop. We know she's rap. We know we're not trying to do with that. We're just trying to keep it country. Yeah. And I personally, from what I understand, and I hope I explained it to you in the way that I got it. So I paraphrasing.
No matter how many times she collaborated with country artists on that album, she just wasn't country. She's country
for that album. But if they want to do a show 5 years from now, and let's say she got a string of hits. This is a country show. She's still going to do country. Hold them. Yeah, that may be, but it locks her in to be doing both. And I think she just made a choice. And yes, it could have gone, but it in an overall sense, it just wouldn't have been fair.
Right.
And I get that. And I hope that you can get it too. Okay. Now, because I like country, but I like country. Like real country. And I like old country, like Loretta Lynn, Stand By Your Man. I don't know if she made that, but I don't know. I was going to sing it, but I know she ain't made. I don't think that she did. I don't remember. Loretta Lynn made something. I can't think of Loretta Lynn.
Tells you how old it is, Loretta.
Loretta Lynn. Yes, I used to love her. Yeah.
I was
born a coal miner's daughter. That's it. I like country. I do. Well, anyway, enough of that. So back to this. So in this reading, I definitely see that it's a lot of strong emotions going on with this family. A lot of struggling, trying to keep the lid down, trying to keep the public at bay. Trying to judge it, do things right, trying to balance it right with all these indecisions and all the unknown is facing them. This is a couple that's still giving out of stress. When she gave that performance, believe it was out of stress. And so much so, I'm reading the cards that the baby girl messed up when she did the thing. She got the stress of it. And you would think that she done did major shows.
Yes.
But it's something different about this. You have to tell me what you think that is.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. And it stressed baby girl out. And you could see that
she still needs
and when she messed up, she just seemed like she couldn't get it together. But please remember that little girl is is 12 years old. And please, you may disagree, and that's fine. This little girl is not born to dance. She's not born with the dance gift. This is a little girl who's learning the art of dancing. Okay? Yes. She's learning the art of movement. She is not born with it. At least I don't see that at all. But I do see technique and precision.
Yes.
I definitely see, because anybody can learn to dance overall. Anybody can learn to hold a note.
Yes.
You can learn, but that doesn't mean that she's born. She's a Nepo baby, right? And there ain't nothing wrong with that. But I know people were saying this and that. No. This goes to show you that this girl has a lot of growing to do.
She does.
And that she was under a tremendous amount of stress. That's the way I took it.
And like you said in the last reading, Beyonce has been doing this since she was even before Blue Ivy's age.
Blue Ivy is old starting it. Beyonce was probably doing this at the age of 5 or 6 years old, entertaining. Blue Ivy started what? Was she 7?
Yes.
She not like this though.
No, not
just
like
doing
this.
Little stuff on the Lion King and stuff like that. But this new thing has been since she was 12 and 12. For the last year, was it a year that she was dancing?
Yep. So
12.
it could have been
11 or 12. So this is new for her, and so and as I said, we don't even know if this is even what she's going to be. But let me ask another question.
Okay.
Okay, let me think of my question. Do Blue Ivy understand what's going on with her father?
That's a good question.
Do she understand that? One more. Do she understand?
It's a very good question.
Because it could have and maybe it didn't. I see kind of, sort of. In other words, she knows it's something. She knows it's turbulence. She knows it's bad. She knows something is bad. But she doesn't quite know what it is yet. And rightfully so. Why? Because they don't know who it is either. They just know bad people trying to get us to take us down, and it's not true, and we're gonna prove it. And so she sees the stress. She sees the disturbance of mommy. She sees that. She sees it. This is a tumultuous time. She sees grandma. She knows what her aunt says. So she knows what her nephew says. She knows she's around people. She gets it. She has friends, I'm sure. But she only know it from a 12-year-old perspective and what she can handle. I don't think they sat and went into detail, because I think that would be premature.
Yes. Especially.
So baby Crone, I have a question for you.
Okay.
My question for you is, Jay-Z afraid
of
the outcome, question. Or is he feeling like he gonna walk with this?
Okay, let's see. Is Jay-Z
afraid? Like, is he afraid? Like, or do you feel or do your cards say like he feel like, oh my God, I'm gonna get caught? Or do you feel like he walking like, I know I'm gonna beat this? What your cards truly say?
Interesting.
Very.
Very indeed. The first thing that stood out the most, honestly, was the fact that when we asked about Jay-Z, the theme continues on.
With
the Two of Swords came out, which was Beyonce. So is he
so we know that they're beginning to deal at the beginning of their crisis.
Yeah.
They're like in that first spot where, okay, we got to start. They're at the place where we got to start taking action. You see in the boys, you see in the little girl, they're at that level there. Am I right?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Him as the emperor is trying to get his castle, his empire set.
His home.
Yep. And because both Jay and Bay came out as the Two of Swords,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, they're really sitting down, really talking about their family union and where the future is about to go.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, he's even concerned. He's not. I don't even think. Honestly, that's a good question. Does he even think he's going to get convicted or not? Because we've had the very end here, which is actually very deceptive. Ooh.
What is it?
The Eight of Cups, which usually symbolizes a loss.
Okay.
Well,
let me see.
In this picture, all the cups are broken, so there is a loss, but there's a bright future ahead. And if you just look past all of, maybe he just has to think creatively. You know, maybe he has this block. Maybe the family's too stressed out. Maybe he needs to regather, reorganize, reprocess, rethink something. And maybe he'll maybe find that loophole to get out of it.
Mm-hmm. So you thinking it looks like he could get out of it?
Yes.
That's what. Let me see. Do I think that Jay-Z could get out? Do I think they have enough to condemn him? Do they have enough to condemn him? Because they on bated breath waiting for this.
For real.
Do they have enough to condemn him? That's my first question. Do they have enough to condemn him? Okay, I'm just going to show out all three of these. All four of these. I'm going to tell you all four of these.
All five of them.
All five of these. These are not what I picked, but I definitely see here. I see the King of Pentacles.
Another authoritative.
I also see here the Five of Pentacles. I also see Lovers.
That unit.
I also see money and finances, and that leads me to, do you think he's going to pay off? Pay out? And also I see Justice, which is again shows up. Showing up.
Yep.
So when I'm seeing that Justice, what is Justice saying? What is Justice saying? Justice is saying that about the balance, about being fair, about, I don't know. But what I do see is this. I do see the King, and I do see the King going through some very dark time, a very dark time right now, dark mentally. Even though there's a light there, and it's even a light around the corner, this is a really dark time for them right now. Just haven't dealt with anything like that. It's embarrassing, and it's more embarrassing and humiliating. That is the biggest thing what they're dealing with. And also as a couple, as a lover, it's the humiliation. And she is standing there by his side with him. And again, money, it's either, is he going to start paying out? Is he going to start paying out to make this go away? Or is he stuck? Is he stuck and say justice would prevail? Should he say, you know what? Let me just pay this woman. Let me pay them all, get them out of the way, and let's just be done with this. Or he's saying justice will prevail. He's saying justice will prevail.
Yeah, that's how we could feel. No,
that's what you're saying too.
Hope is all in the end. No, maybe.
Give me your outcome card for you.
All right.
You can shuffle or take them any way you want.
From the bottom.
Yes.
I'm not sure if you guys saw
okay.
the bottom.
I got an outcome card. It flipped over. So
your outcome card was the Eight of Cups that I had picked.
Okay.
Okay. Now my outcome card is the Two of Cups. Another pairing. This actually kind of looks beautiful because we have the rose, which symbolizes coming together, but it could also represent maybe thorns in each other's sides if you want to look at the bittersweet of it as a rose.
Absolutely. And what I have here is I have the Eight of Cups. And what I have here again is what I see. I see Saturn, and I see Saturn is in Pisces. And so Saturn is water. Earth. I keep getting that confused. Saturn and Earth, they could be compatible. So what this lets me see is sometimes you just gonna have to let things go. In other words, even though it's never going to be the way it used to be. It'll never be the way Jay-Z was or the way they were as a unit. It'll never be the way it used to be.
Okay.
And even though sometimes you just have to be well with that. And does that mean he's getting off? Is he going to be convicted of this crime? I don't trust that. I don't say I don't trust my cards. So what I'm going to say is this.
I'll take that back.
I'm saying it's not that I don't trust the cards, because I definitely see someone's moving. But I also know that card is about a balance, about an end balance. Yes, it's like, it looks like everything is gone, but because Saturn is there, it looks like it. It looks like this is the worst. It looked like nothing can. It just looked like, but because Saturn is there, it is there for you to feel it. It is there for you to know. It is there because it comes in with restrictions. It comes in. It wants you to know. But at the end, Saturn say, you get out of this. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
In the end, even if it was a heartache, Saturn says you get out of this.
Yeah.
That's what Saturn say. Yeah, you're going to go through. But in the end, it'll be in your favor.
Yeah.
That's what, am I right about it?
Most definitely.
Now, let's see what the oracle say. Go. Did you read to?
Yes, especially with the Libra with that Saturn. Especially with Libra and Saturn, or Saturn
and here you see this.
Oh, and justice.
Justice. See, it's fairness, and I think he's holding out because I feel as though this man feel as though he didn't do it. Not that he hasn't done things.
Right, but to this particular 13-year-old.
To this 13 years old, he's standing his ground. Now, like I said, that's what the cards say. But let's see what the oracle say.
Right, like you said in the last video, if it's not this, it's something else.
If it's not, he done did stuff. We know that. Come on now. Come on, we know that. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this little girl. And I'm just going to read what the cards say. And whatever it says, it is what it is. So So I see responsibility, accountability, control, authority, obligated, being accountable for your actions and their consequences.
All themes of Saturn, actually. Because Saturn deals with responsibilities, authority, taking action, responsibility, all the good stuff.
And this showed out death, the end, no more, over, new beginnings. Make your peace, then let it go. Move on.
We both pulled out the 8 of Cups and the 2 of Swords together. So he definitely needs to.
And this to me, it's like the 13th card, and it's like the death card of transformation. So again, that leads me to think, I don't know, unless it's something that we don't know. The cards are looking like there is some kind of responsibility that he had in this.
Okay.
When it all come out. But I don't know if it's enough to convict him. I don't know.
Right, I get that.
I don't know. That's what I'm getting.
Maybe that's why Beyonce's standing strong.
Strong. And I'm getting at, but you see the cards, responsibility. Maybe when he see, I remember that.
Right.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Could be why there's some inconsistencies.
Maybe some inconsistencies. Maybe she got him mixed up with somebody else. I don't know. I'm just saying it just looked like this is going to be some kind of plot twist, whatever that may be. Not just for him, but I think for the both of them. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Because these cards definitely tiptoed around something. They're just like, and they flew out.
And I believe that it's going to be a plot twist. How? That's what we await to find out.
Plot thickens.
But nevertheless, the plot thickens. But nevertheless, the Carters are losing people.
Yeah, the notoriety.
The notoriety. They are losing. It's not. They're keeping us distracted by putting the baby and pulling people so they won't look. But their image is being tarnished, even as we sit and speak. And not just because sometimes we look at the United States, but you got to understand they're looking at the world. And also what I hear inside of me speaking, saying a lot of people anyway had a problem with her marrying Jay-Z. And now this is really just make them even find a more reason to tarnish her and see her as unclean, if that makes sense. I don't, that's just the way it's coming to me. So you got a whole lot of religious people that's looking at her. So you got a lot of people from all over the world that's looking at her from a different lens. Okay. And mainly women.
Yes.
So
the rise of the feminine.
And so you got the men that are judging Jay-Z because he have enemies and because he hasn't been a very nice people to many people. So therefore, that's why it looks the way it looks. So yes, they are. But like I said, I can tell because it was a time where you couldn't say anything about Beyonce. Now you can. You may get a little something back, but not much at all. Yes. People are like sitting like, I'm just waiting and seeing. I'm on the fence. I don't want to jump. I don't want to jump and be wrong. So this is what the atmosphere is like around them as they pander their way with their kids and everything. I mean, she's in the light like, I don't know, and our kids as a distraction. Yes. But as I said, that's my opinion, and that is the opinion of my cause, which I come to trust and love. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, that you enjoyed this reading.
Yes, most definitely.
I enjoyed it. It answered the question. Yes, they are losing. To the greatest mass, I don't know. To me, to lose 3, that's a mass. So to me, but I don't know, to lose 500, 600 a day, that's what they said about the Kardashians. So losing to millions and millions of people. So you have to look at that. And then I guess by statistics, you judge. But nevertheless, that is my reading on Beyonce and about their following. It is touchy. People are waiting on bated breath to see if this man is guilty or innocent. I say that we're going to see some kind of plot twist. That's what I say. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading that Baby Crone and I gave to you. We hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. And if you like it, please give us a thumbs up if you got this far. And if you have any comments, please leave us your comments. You know I answer them. And last, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It means much to us as we're trying to grow. Please help us to grow. Thank you and have a lovely, lovely evening. And with that,
sunflowers.